All right, Tealz finally sits down. Now we could maybe finally start. All right, they've already counterpicked, so that, I mean, this is right. So here we go. Tealz versus DJWon. This is the first time I've seen them play, and as far as I could remember, I'm sure they've played before, but it's always been off stream or at least away from me.
Yeah, these two have played on cam before, and
so my theory going into this is that, you know, Tealz, as a player, is well known for having like a pretty poor mindset in tough situations. He'll kind of choke. DJWon not only has a really frustrating play style, it's one that I think thrives off of people trying too hard to force something to happen, as many Marios have that element. But I think if it's going to be frustrating to play him just by default, and that's going to pile up for Mickey potentially, and then get worse and worse and sort of compound on itself.
ooh, down to the fair.
Yeah, Mario also has a really good punish game on Metaknight, probably better than the other way around, which is rare, because Metaknight has a pretty universally good moveset. Uh-oh. No, that could have been a cape from DJWon if he wanted to be brave. I think it would have been a good gamble to go for, because at this percent, the glide attack, I don't think will kill. So even if it trades, even if it loses, he should be fine. But no, he decides to play it safe, which is just as well. Mario's a pretty tanky character, so it's a perfectly valid way to play. Alright, good mix-up. Tealz is doing a good job at scaring DJWon into shield, but isn't doing a whole lot with it. Like, I've not seen any grabs yet, for example.
And DJWon's ledge dashing, so it's just like really getting him out of these tough situations.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
DJWon strikes me as the kind of player that will, you know, practice for a long time by himself. I don't know if that's the case. I know he plays a lot of net play. And in there, the muscle memory should transfer. All right, Mickey is struggling to get a kill, 152%, and DJWon is up another stock. So this is the hard part, because, you know, forcing something to happen against most characters is pretty bad. But I don't know. I'm second thought. I'm not sure it's proportionally worse on Mario, but we'll see what happens.
Here's the chain grabs.
Yeah, that's gonna frustrate him, getting that down throw. Because he has to make a comeback happen, and every time he gets grabbed, that's like maybe 30% that he's lost. And Metaknight doesn't have all that much percent. I mean, he's got a good recovery, but he's still a really good combo weight and a really good weight to just kill.
Oh, I thought we were seeing up B.
He went for the roll. I don't think up B would have hit. I would have gone for the cape. Yeah. Good jumping away. He was really hesitant on that. I'm not even sure the percent's in it anymore.
Ledge dash into down to a fair.
Yeah.
Super scary.
Playing against DJWon, or playing against Mario's, reminds me a lot of playing versus DKs, where they kind of have this like formula that's really tough to find openings in, and really tough to deal with because their punishes are so extreme. And I know Tealz has had problems with, you know, Pop Magood in the past.
Oh my gosh, I could have gone to like a drop zone fair, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe in air.
Tealz was DIing way suboptimally there. This might be game. Down throw fair.
Oh my, wow. That was super convincing.
Yeah, so pretty obvious what happened there. Mickey couldn't kill DJWon. He would get him to, he would do a lot of percent, but you know.
And I heard Wolf.
Yeah, Mickey's copping out to Wolf. Not a cop out really, but he's switching out to him pretty early on. This is loses quarters. It is a 2 out of 3, so we'll see how it works. I don't know. Wolf versus Mario.
Here's something like you probably only see from like Gallo and Switch.
Yeah, Gallo plays a number of characters. He'll always switch. He's a really versatile player. Yeah, Tealz has been working on his Wolf for a while, and it's actually gotten staggeringly better since the last time I played it. The last time I played it, it was still pretty mediocre, but right now he's really getting into the groove of how you actually play Wolf. He's getting the playstyle figured out. His combos are generally pretty good. His side Bs are accurate enough, but like when he doesn't drastically miss, basically ever. He'll miss by a little bit, or he'll hit. Yeah,
like that.
But sometimes that'll kill you. So it's not really acceptable. As impressive as it is that he's gotten this good at it. Yeah. sort of a lucky thing about Ivysaur is that if I miss my up B, I'm probably going to live.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, I try to avoid using it in situations where it'll punish the landing leg, but sometimes it'll happen. Alright, so I think Wolf has arguably the best projectile, or best neutral B out of all the species. It's kind of shocking because you'd think, you know, at least Falco's is better.
Yeah, but Wolves has like burst hitbox on the gun itself.
Yeah, but the the gun itself has a hitbox, meaning that it's almost impossible to punish at point blank. And then the projectile itself, even crouch canceling it and even shielding it, really puts you in considerable stun. Wow. Oh. And he gets it, just barely hits Wolf's foot. That was such a good combo. You might want to write that down. Pretty much any combo that ends with a landed smash attack is
pretty sick.
Stylish. There's some certain things that make a combo stylish, like reverse hits, stylish. Finishing with a smash attack, stylish. Using weak hits into strong hits are also stylish. You know, the perfect combo would have all of them. Okay, he's got his. Yeah, nothing came of that. Right. Actually, I'm surprised. I thought it was 3 stocks to 2, but it turns out it's still pretty even. Yeah, he's got to get an answer to that.
Ooh, reverse hit fair.
Yeah.
If he gets a side B.
Yeah, Mickey's DI on the throws hasn't been bad.
But it could be better.
Yeah, but he could probably find more ways to escape off platforms, or he might need to consider going to a platform and then not teching, so your character is prone to sliding off the edge of the platform. Not teching is always an option, and also no DI is always an option. And they'll throw a lot of players off, but it's hard to remember them a lot of the time. Like, have you ever fought a computer and been like really confused at why you can't seem to combo this computer to death? It's because computers like
DI.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good option a lot of the time. Even if, you know, on paper, you know, it doesn't seem like a good idea. But people, generally speaking, 90% of the time, DI full in or full out. So it's definitely a mix-up. Nice up air, too high a percent. DJWon is still looking for a down throw. That'll certainly still combo into fair, which is...
Ooh, nice space fair.
Yeah, that was well spaced. 2 stocks to 1. Tealz has the lead for the first time. I'm curious to see if he'll stick with Wolf the next game. I would assume so, because, you know, this has been such a tremendously better game than Game 1.
Oh,
but
wow.
I don't want to speak too soon. DJWon could very easily take this. Especially with a good cape or two. This will surprise Tealz, and, you know, he hasn't gone for cape pretty much at all this whole set. So it's definitely on the table as something that Tealz might not expect. Although I think Tealz is usually pretty good at sweet spotting. So we'll see.
Oh, see?
Yeah, kills himself a side B. That was really the only thing that would have killed. Uh-oh. He's got the grab, but it's on a platform so it could end. All right, good air dodge. That's a good recovery. How is he going to kill him, though? He's
forward smash.
Really well spaced forward smash. Just sneaks it in there and takes him out.
He absurded Faber's and luck. Upsert.
Oh. What does that mean? What would that mean?
Besides, Teal's got 4th, not 3rd.
I'm not an etymologist, but I feel like there's probably a real word in there.
Absurd.
Or like you could
yeah, you can use absurd.
like maybe there's cert as a like Greek. You know, there's a Greek word cert that you could put some meaning to this for. Anyway, it's not important. Getting sidetracked. Tealz is obviously staying Wolf. It was fairly close, but you know, I think I agree with him not going Meta Knight. I think Meta Knight is the better pick, and I would usually see him win with Meta Knight, but it just doesn't seem like he's in the right mindset today, or at least right now, to take this set with Meta Knight. Yeah, and I also think it was a bad stage to start with. I don't think it's a generally good idea to take Mario to large stages unless you're a specific select few to cast. Mario's a really big tank, and he's got a confirmed kill setup on basically everyone, so for that reason, big stages become a problem because he can kill you quite well, and you can't kill him well at all. Small stages like this, a lot worse for Mario. Yeah, Tealz was thinking about side being there. Perhaps wisely chose not to. The platform may have saved him, but We'll see. Right now he's doing really well in neutral. He's looking for a strong aerial.
Oh, that up air.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough now. Shine's not leading to much. Just a raw fair. Tealz, I could imagine going for a Dacus or forward smash, down smash. He's probably gonna finish it with a smash attack.
Ooh.
Why would he do that?
I think he meant that was a misinput. I believe he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean that looked like a pretty guaranteed side B. So I'm gonna go with that as well. Anything will do, but this can turn around. All right, no. Oh my God, it hits him. And the cape.
There's the cape.
Yeah, that was really surprising. This is, yeah. That was a unfortunate series of events for Tealz because he could have gotten a considerable lead, but now it's back to even. DJWon is very happy to crouch cancel, and it's really throwing Tealz off his game right now. He gets on, DJWon backs off for seemingly no reason, I think. All right, this is looking. DJWon has a lot of momentum right now. Tealz needs to get something. That was a really bad fair.
Oh,
Wow, barely lives.
Wolf is super heavy.
That's a blessing for sure. No, nothing came of it. But it was almost gonna happen.
Full stock lead.
Yeah, 2 stocks to 3. Mario is still well within crouch cancel percent. The tricky thing, you know, people say Wolf's shine is crouch cancelable, but I don't feel like that's. I feel like, wow, that was weird. I feel like it's deceiving because. Oh no, he almost air dodged off a level. Because usually on crouch cancel, crouch canceling Wolf's shine, you still can't really punish him very well. At least not many characters. None of the ones I play. Good up airs. He messed up his punish. Tealz has not hit him. Or not. He hasn't done anything substantial in like a minute or two. This is quite bad. All right, nothing for anybody.
The fair.
Yeah, I think he'll live from that.
Wow,
really good fair. Yeah, all right. This is looking rough.
He's looking at an upset here.
Yeah, this is. He can do it though. He won the previous game. It's just.
Chain grabs.
He has not taken back control, and I don't know what he needed. Maybe to sit back and, laser camp. But this is looking like it's going to wrap up pretty soon. This is unfortunate. Yeah, Nair, he's tech flubbing a lot for the first thing, you know. And second, he doesn't seem to know what on earth to do. He's kind of playing really randomly right now. I'm honestly surprised by a lot of his decisions, and some of them don't make sense to me. Yeah, I think Wolf, you know, it's hard to outcamp Mario, but I think Wolf is capable of it. And these lasers that he's used recently have done a pretty good job. He probably could have done that earlier.
Oh, goes for a platform.
All right, yeah, didn't get anything off of that like he was hoping for. Good shine. This is it.
Oh,
no,
gets the, okay.
All right, DJWon takes it. Loses quarters. The other side of losers quarters, unless it's been played, is Jason Waterfalls and Ion, which is brutal.
Oh yeah, Ion won that one.
All right, they played it off stream or on?
Off.
Off. Yeah, because I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was a 2-1.
Ion won?
Yes.
So Ion versus DJWon. And I don't know if these two have played. I would still give it to Ion though, just because he's been playing fantastically the past couple months. We'll see how it goes. Ion DJWon. This is